Two Towers. So again, I'm going to reiterate this point in every video I make about this trilogy. I am watching the extended versions. If I decide to go watch the theatrical versions, which I probably will do at some point, because these extended versions, while they are great, they're pretty long, and I like them. This one I didn't notice any pacing problems. I noticed a little bit more in Fellowship. In the Fellowship review, I said that I said it was objectively good. I noted all these good things about it, but I said it wasn't I loved it or I really got into it that much. It was yeah, this is good. It's just not my thing. And watching Two Towers made me respect Fellowship a lot more, but I preferred this one a lot more. And this is the one where I went, yes, now I see why everybody talks about these movies and loves these movies. Because Fellowship is great and all, but it's just the setup. It's just it's a great setup, fantastic movie. I mean, just amazing movie. But it's just the setup for the story. And now this is the actual story. Most of this movie is quick pacing. There's a lot. The pacing moves a lot cleaner. It's a lot faster. There's a lot more character stuff that's a lot more interesting, right? Because you watch it and it's the Fellowship's just more about the journey, learning about the world and the ring. You don't really learn too much about Bilbo or Frodo or Aragorn or Legolas or Gimli or any of these characters. It's just introducing you to all these characters in this world and how it works and what the ring is and what all this is. We're setting up future plot points like Gollum or Smeagol or whatever. But, you see all that. It's all set up. And it's great at doing that. But once you get to Two Towers and you see all that set up, you're like, okay, now this movie can move a lot quicker. You learn more about the characters, right? With Smeagol, he's being introduced, and he puts such an interesting character dynamic between Sam and Frodo, because they're kind of, Gollum is tormented by the ring. He has been corrupted, and he's become a monster, but he used to be a hobbit. And so Frodo has this kind of, he wants to help him, but he doesn't know if he can. But Sam sees that he's kind of a menace. And so it's kind of that interesting kind of character dynamic, and you see why Frodo kind of likes it and wants to help Smeagol, because of course he has been corrupted by the ring, and he thinks that if he could help him, there's a chance for him too, if he ever so becomes corrupted by the ring. So it's kind of an interesting character dynamic. And a lot of the dialogue and character dynamic and performances between those two characters work super well and is the backbone of this movie. Plus, you get to see a lot more with Aragorn and his ex-lovers and becoming king, and just a lot more interesting stuff. And, also with this movie, it's not as good as at being a standalone movie. You definitely have to watch the next movie. It literally ends on a cliffhanger. There's the line, the war for whatever they said, I'm forgetting, I'm going blank at the moment, but the war of Middle Earth has begun. It literally ends on that line. The fate of the world rests on two hobbits now. So you're watching that. So there's a lot of that type of stuff, and it's fantastic. Setting all this up and putting this all together. But when you're watching this movie, the pacing, like I said, moves a lot quicker. And all the stuff I mentioned that was good in the first movie is just as good, if not better. The music, the acting, the performances, a lot of the pacing, the effects are a lot better in this one. Especially Smeagol or Gollum, just looks incredible. Amazing performance by Andy Serkis. Just phenomenal. Just wow. you know, a lot of the ways they integrated this character into some of the shots of the movie are just like incredible. A lot of the cinematography here is also a lot better than it was in the first movie too. And I think, I think this is the one that I really loved. I'm kind of concerned about Return of the King because I've heard that movie's like really long. It has like 5 endings or whatever, and I'm watching the extended versions. But we'll see. Maybe I'll like that one even more. I don't even know. I've never seen these movies, and there's been a reason for that. I haven't been able to decide which versions to watch, so I just said, screw it, let's just watch the extended version. So that's what I did. And then after I'm done with these movies, we'll move on to the Hobbit movies. I may even watch Return of the King today and just have my review out for it tomorrow, maybe. I don't think I will. It just... You know, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I just kind of want to relax after, you know, watching this movie. But maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. But I really, 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 really love this movie.